This has been my dream. We've got our dream. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. It's another day, there's another way. We just gotta pray. Oh yeah. Let me take you by the hand, let me walk you through this land, let me take you to the river. Let the river wash your soul, let it clean the dirt between your eyes, let it take you all the way to the top. Yes, don't despise, don't ever let it go, don't criticize. Oh no. Eyes of love pierce the darkest night. All you need is love, sweet love. I still love you.
Pray that each one of the families gets back home safely, and want to know we all love them very much. In His holy and precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank y'all for coming. We are met here today to honor the life of Joyce Marie Hart Jordan. Today is an opportunity to join in taking leave of someone who has been loved and respected. We will remember the life that Joyce had lived and the opportunity to hear some of the story of the life that she has led and to reflect on her uniqueness and special qualities. You have all come here today to give thanks for knowing Joyce and to express gratitude for the days and years and times you've shared with her. We're here to remember a very special, a very much loved person. By remembering her best, you will cement the memory of her with you and never leave you. We hope the service today will comfort her family and all of you here. Thank you for coming. Joyce Marie Hart Jordan, age 76, passed away of natural causes on Saturday, January 23rd, 2021 in Malakoff, Texas, at her home. She was born on March 3rd, 1944, to George Henry Hart Sr. and Joyce Potts Hart in Los Angeles, California. She was a very devoted wife to her late husband, Frederick Jordan. She is survived by brother George Henry Hart Jr., brother Billy Wade Hart, sister Idella Hutchins, and her husband Keith Hutchins. She had a very loving relationship with her adopted daughter Cindy Perkins. She had well over 30 nieces and nephews to share her love with. Joyce is the oldest of 6. She had a lot of responsibility growing up with a house full of siblings and with parents who had jobs. She did the best she could do helping her family. One day, Joyce found the love of her life, Frederick Jordan, and they were happily married for over 40 years. They spent well over 20 years as members of the Eagles Club in Lincoln, Nebraska. They had their bowling and pool table tournaments that they loved so much. They were even members of TOPS, Take Off Pounds Sensibly. They both reached their weight loss goals and was crowned as king and queen. They shared their life with family and friends in Lincoln, Nebraska for many years. Then one day they moved to Texas. This is where they would spend their last days fishing and hunting and growing old together here at the lake. Joyce was the type of person that lit up the room when she walked in with her bright smiles and big eyebrows. She had a way of making you laugh and stay up all night telling you her stories. She had many passions and was very crafty with her hot glue gun. If you were getting married, she was making your flowers and bouquet too. And when it comes to cooking, she had Betty Crocker beat. She was the queen of homemade ice cream, and boy, it was good. She loved her camping trips and thought she was a pro at water skiing. Joyce did pretty good on one ski. Fishing trips always had more snacks than bait. Joyce had a full life with all the ups and downs and the ins and outs, surviving over 30 surgeries throughout her life. She had a lifelong husband who was her best friend up until the very end. If you need a ride, she gave it. If you needed food, she fed you. Joyce was very loving and caring. She was the best daughter, sister, wife, mother, and aunt that a family could have. Rest in peace, Aunt Joyce. Until we meet again, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eileen.
Yes. Oh, I gotta find some tissue. Big tissue. Okay, who wants to finish it? Uncle Bill?
Well, I only have two stories. One
We'll go up here so we can hear you.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember whether it was 65 or 66. I believe it was 1966. I was in the Navy. I was home that weekend, and I had a date and no way to go. Joyce had come down from Nebraska in a brand new AAA car, so she told me I could drive it. So I took it out, picked up my wife of 42 years that I was dating, and proceeded to put her in the hospital and the car in the body shop. But Joyce told me not to worry about it. She had insurance. So that took care of that. Then in 1976, I bought a new Cajun bass boat. Joyce again came down from Nebraska. She wanted to go fishing. And I don't know if all of you young people probably don't know what a colostomy is, but I took my sister out on the lake fishing. And I had her in the front of the boat, and the anchor is in the front, so the boat's drifting like this. My sister decided she needed to burp her colostomy bag. Now, I'm sure y'all smelt gas when somebody farts, but this is 100 times worse, especially when the wind's blowing right at you and you're in the back of the boat. But we caught a lot of fish that night. She had seemed to have a lot of fun. And that's about all I got to say, except I'll miss her. Did get to spend the last 6-7 months with her. For all her faults, she could be just as sweet. just remember that if you ever get mad at somebody who you love, learn to forgive. Because they won't be around forever. Anybody else? George? You're her older brother. I have a few more stories, but I'm not going to tell them. I don't think they're as tough. I'm going to do that one.
Matt, Darryl, do you have anything you want to say?
No, her don't know how to read. I help her.
Well, I guess the first experience in life that I really remember Joyce and Ray as growing up, 7 years younger, and I remember her pulling that hair and rolling it up on bobby pins. She'd always give that hair a little extra twist to let you know, and she did that through my growing up years because my hair was just plain, flat, straight, but it didn't look as pretty as the ladies out there in the audience does. I say audience, but y'all were her audience. And I had talked to her a week and a half before she passed away. And yes, it was unexpected at the time that she did die. I'll never forget when she was in Wisconsin. And I'll always remember, and I'll always thank the good Lord that my nephew was able to go pick her up with probably some help with some others financially. I was just glad, and I am so happy that she is being laid to rest today with her husband, because beside him is exactly what she's going to be, and that's exactly what she wanted, and that's exactly what he wanted. Joyce could probably make the best homemade bread and homemade cookies and send them and ship them Christmas, Thanksgiving time. And they would always go in the freezer. And at Thanksgiving and Christmas, we all shared as brothers and sisters, nieces or nephews. We all got a piece of that homemade bread. And if you didn't get a piece of it, you really missed. And her cookies, I mean, you couldn't just eat one, you know. You had to eat as many as you could get. But my favorite was her sugar cookies. I am just thankful that the ones that are here today were able to come and share these moments with all of us. And I know how dearly y'all all loved her and how she loved y'all. And just the couple of days ago, Nathaniel said, I really miss Aunt Joyce. And I know he meant that from the bottom of his little heart. And without the good Lord today, this would not have been possible. Without all of y'all. Because I know how each and every one of y'all felt about her. she was my friend. I could tell her anything. But if you didn't want to know, don't tell Joyce Marie. But when it comes to the Bible, it really didn't make her much difference. As long as it was the Holy Bible and it was the Word of God. She didn't know that. She knew it very well. She couldn't tell you what the verses were, but she knew the Bible. And she would always tell me, "Sis, you know so much about the Bible." I said, "No." I said, "I just have a little wisdom of it." And it's one of the best books you can ever read at any time and you're lonely and need someone to talk to. Because that master above will always be there. And I would like us all to say a prayer. Most of y'all, I'm sure know it, the little ones probably don't. Because their wisdom is just beginning. But I would like us to all stand up and say the Lord's Prayer. Elena.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Can you call me back in a few minutes? We're in the middle of the funeral. Okay. Thank you. Bye. It's the doctor.
Shall we bow our heads in prayer? Please repeat, because I know that I may miss some words. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as it is in heaven. Forgive us of our debts, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. In Christ Jesus' name I ask. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Thank y'all very much for coming. And she'll be resting with Uncle Fred, as she wanted. Thank y'all.